Everyone, it's Greg here with Concord 9th. Here to present to you our January 2020 new product release. It's crazy that it's already 2020. I hope all of you had a great holiday season. It always seems to come and go so fast, and I can't believe we're already here. But I'm really excited to show you our new products for this month. We have some super innovative dies that I'm sure you're going to be really excited about, and some great all-occasion products that will be great to add to your crafty collection. Another really exciting thing that we have going on this month is we have our very first collaboration with another artist outside of Concord and 9th. Her name's Becky Roberts of Inking, Idaho, and it's this bundle up here, and we will actually be having her present as part of this video of our new January 2020 release. So we're really excited to introduce her and the collaboration that we did with her. Before we get into the details of each of the product bundles, I did want to mention up here we have our Hey Hi Hello dies. This is our free earned reward this month with a $60 spend. It's super cute. It has the word O that's scripty, and then Hey, Hi, and Hello. They're three different dies that you can combine together, or because it's kind of cute to say, oh, hey, hi, hello. Or you can just use each of those individually, and it's got a little heart in there. So it's a great little die set that can go with so many of products that you already have at home in your craft room. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here we have our lovely Lattice Turnabout stamp. By now, a lot of you are very familiar with Turnabout stamps. We've been releasing them for the last few years. It's something that's unique to Concord and 9th. And this will be a great turnabout to add to the turnabouts you already have. For those who aren't familiar with turnabouts, it's based on 4 turns in your MISTI tool. And what you end up, so you can see the design here. There are these little squares on the diagonal. When you turn it 4 times in your MISTI, you end up with this beautiful pattern paper look for any of your, just to create a really nice card background. And you can see here we've done it in 4 colors. You can do it tonal, like this one's reds and pinks on pink cardstock. This one's greens on green cardstock. Or if you want, you can actually turn it 4 times in your MISTI and in a single color. So here it's just in black and white, and it creates a really dynamic background for your card. If you are unfamiliar with turnabout stamps, I would encourage you to actually check out our YouTube channel. We have a turnabout how-to video that shows you how to use these types of stamp sets. And the use is the same regardless of the design. So if you learn how to use one turnabout, you can use a different turnabout, and it'll be the same effect, just a different design. So I'd like to push this off to the side for a second. I'm going to show you a few samples that we have had made here in the office. So pull these on for you. And these are utilizing our Hey Girl dies, and this has actually our Poppy dies, and this U came from Hey Girl dies, and the So Happy For came from our tiny Tagalong stamp set. So we've utilized some of our other products for this release, for the January 2020 release with these cards, but you can just see how nice that lovely Lattice Turnabout stamp works as a backdrop. And you can see on this one, we've actually only stamped it 3 times, so we've left off one of those layers. This one is fully stamped out in 4 colors. So really fun. These simple turnabouts are actually some of our most popular because they're so versatile in their uses, and they go with so many products. So there you have it. That's our lovely Lattice Turnabout stamp. Here we have our Hey Girl dies. This is a standalone die set, and it's versatile. It can go with a lot of different products that you may already have. It features a large scale hay, and then we have some scripty, and I'm going to actually flip those over just so you can read it a little better, but a large U and a large scripty girl. that can go nicely with that big bold hay on there. And then there's just a few floral and leaf elements in there, and I'm going to show you how to build these together. We have a few little tutorial type samples here that can show you what these can do. This O actually comes from our earned reward this month. And so you can see it actually works really nicely above the hay. So big, bold sentiment there for your card. You can see that the letters, they actually pop out and nice and big. Here is the girl and the scripty U. And then I really think that the flower is fun. It's nice when you just need a few elements to create a really impactful element to your card. So this is actually taking the flower die, and we've just layered it in two colors that look nice together, and then just backdropped it with a little bit of the greenery. And then you can see here there's a little kind of a star-shaped center for your flower, but it's really cute too. It's just a little kind of confetti burst accent for your card. So that kind of shows you what each of the dies can do. And now I'd like to show you a few samples using this die set. Okay, let me clear some space. All right, so the first one we have here is using just a black and white lovely lattice turnabout background. And then to help the sentiment pop a little bit, it's just layered on some vellum. And we've put Hey Girl there, and then one of those floral elements. Super fun. The only stamping actually on this card is from the turnabout, and everything else is made using that die. Here's another card that says Hey You and some simple stripes, and then again using that flower center as more of like a confetti accent creates a really nice effect on the card. This is fun. I love the color combo here, and it just pops really nicely off of the craft cardstock. So the hay die cuts have just been used to on an angle to create a really graphic background on that card. And then that O, again, comes from Hi, Hey, Hello. And then just a little I Think You're Wonderful. Then our last card, this is really fun. I just think shaker cards, no matter what, they're always a good time. So this actually uses this die, but the negative cutout, which is then backed with some window sheet. And then in the open cavity in there, you put all those fun sequins and things. And then this is actually backdropped with our flower patch turnabout. I think that's just a really fun, impactful card. And it's any occasion. So you can make that card and send it to someone any time of the year. So there you have it, our Hey Girl dies. And just a really fun, I love when a die set can be on its own and create such fun and really bold cards. So there you have it, our Hey Girl dies. Here we have our Tagalongs bundle. This is actually specifically designed to coordinate back to a bundle that we came out with a few months ago. The tall type alphabet, tall type numbers, and you can also use the playful patterns. That's a 3-part bundle. I'll pull those on here just for a second, just so you can see what those are for reference. It's this, and a lot of you, this has been extremely popular. So a lot of you probably have it already in your crafty stash, but we thought since people are enjoying it so much that it would be nice to have another small bundle that could complement it nicely. So the die set up here actually is sized so that it can work well with replacing some of the letters. So I'm going to show you how that looks for a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull these away now, just So you know that those dies in this stamp set already exist. We don't need those anymore, but I'll pull this back more center so you can see it. So you can see it has a pumpkin, a balloon, a little pine tree, a flower, a snowflake, a star, and this is actually a rainbow. And then the sentiment set is nice. These little 3x4 sets are really nice to have just because they cover a lot of occasions. It's not a huge cost to you, but it has a lot of use. So we have some seasonality to it with like Christmas and winter and fall, but then we also have just some occasion type sentiments like congratulations and so happy for you, and then just like everyday sentiments like sending some happy. And like I said, the dies are sized so they can actually replace letters in your tall type alphabet dies that I showed you just a second ago. But how cute are these? The balloons doubling as the O's in there. Happy holidays. The rainbow replacing the A. So you can see it's just really a fun way to complement those dies. But what's nice is if you don't have the tall type alphabet and the tall type dies, you still can buy this little bundle and completely have some fun uses with it to make. So now I want to show you real quickly a few cards that we've made using our Tagalongs bundle, and this does utilize our tall type alphabet, and so I have mentioned those, but how cute is this congratulations card where that star replaces the A? This one actually just uses the balloons as balloons on the card, and then this one actually just uses the negative of the rainbow so that you have some white cardstock that shows through behind there. And then we've actually done like a little primary color rainbow in the form of banners. And I just think that one's so cute. So these are just little 3x3 cards where it's utilizing the die shape and then a simple sentiment. And we have this banner piece in there in the stamp set, so you can step up your card just a little bit for with minimal effort, just to add a little more color to your card. So, oh, I realized I'm a little off the screen there, so I will push those up so you can see them. So there you have it. Super cute. This is a really straightforward bundle, perfect one to add to your collection. And if you haven't picked up your tall type alphabet and numbers dies, you should pick those up at the same time, and it's just a great overall product bundle to have all together. So there you have it, our Tagalongs bundle. Here we have our Endless Birthday Stamp and Die bundle. At a glance, this is kind of an odd looking die, and you're going to be really excited, I'm sure, when you see what it can do. For those of you who have seen it on our Instagram feed, it's been getting a really, really, really fun response. So I'm going to show you actually real quickly one of our samples because it will visually explain what this die can do better than I can explain it in words. And so I'm going to reveal one of our cards sooner than I normally do. So here you can see we have a really fun, and it's almost 5 inches by 5 inches, just shy of 5 inches, circle birthday card. And you can see we've used some stamps here, some candle stamps and the happy birthday sentiment. But what's fun about this is utilizing this die 4 times, the half circle one, you can create an infinity card that will keep on going for as long as the person receiving it wants to look at their card. So you can see it's super fun. And it kind of seems a little bit like magic, but I will show you in this video really quick and easy ways to assemble this. And you are going to be a big hit every time you send this card to somebody for their birthday. I'm going to do it one more time for you before I get into the instructional because it's so fun. You'll probably sit here after you make the card and keep turning it around over and over. So first I'll talk real quick about the kind of the anatomy of the die so that you know what is included. So you have this half circle die, and there's actually two score lines right here and here. And those are perfectly spaced so that your infinity card will work every time. And then there's actually some talk bubble dies, and then there's this kind of funny squarish shape, but it has a curved side to it. This actually corresponds perfectly to the opening here of the die, and I'm going to show you on this card. We've actually used it right here, so it actually fits perfectly inside that little space. And then there's some sentiments, celebrate and make a wish, but all of these other stamp sentiments also coordinate and fit inside of the talk bubbles and also this square with a rounded side. There is also a little banner die, celebrate and you fit in there perfectly. So, and I'll show you, I'm going to reference back to that card I showed you. So, come here to the beginning. Happy birthday to you. And then when you open it that way, it says celebrate you. So that banner is a nice accent as well to your card. So I'm actually going to put this up off to the side, and I might be referencing it a little bit more as I show you how to use these. So like I said, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to cut those half circles out 4 times, and it's a little hard to see on the video, but you can kind of see it faintly. But there is a score line on there, and you can see how easily that scores down. And you'll do that to each of your 4 little half circles that you've cut out. And there you go. So you can see that those score lines were really easy to fold. And what we've actually done is it's easiest if you stamp your front, whatever's going on the front. So in this case, this was the front of our card where we did candles and happy birthday. In the case of this, it's just a really simple happy birthday. And then we've actually stamped this confetti background on all of the other sides of the cards. And you'll want to do all of that stamping prior to assembly. And then all of the other elements, like all of the other die cut elements like this will be added after assembly. So you'll just, like I said, you'll want to stamp the front and all the back sides of those half circles before assembly. So now, without further ado, I'm going to show you how to put this together. So we actually have this really quick, it's like a bullseye target thing. It's downloadable on the product page. And this will help you to keep things aligned. You might find over time that you don't even need to use this, but it might be helpful as you're starting. And I have actually colored on one of these half circles. This indicates the area, the dark blue there. It almost looks black on the screen, but this kind of triangular piece, that's the only place on each of these little half circle panels that will require adhesive. And you're going to want to use some sort of permanent adhesive. So we actually sell this double-sided 1/4-inch adhesive on a roll. It's what we've been using here in the office, and it works really well. You can also use a liquid type of adhesive. You'll just want to be careful that when you're using liquid adhesive that it doesn't bleed out into other areas of the card, because outside of this triangle area you want to leave it adhesive free so that it's free to fold and bend as it needs to when the card is finished. So again, just this little area, it's just inside of that score line, and then yeah, and I'll show you how you're going to find that area in just a second. So if you're using this little diagram that we have downloadable on the product page, you can just add a little bit of temporary adhesive, and we sell this adhesive in our shop, and we love it. It's great for using with turnabouts, but this is also another great use of it. So a lot of you probably have some of this in your craft room already. And then what you can do is just put one of those half circles down, and then we'll put another half circle down, corresponding right there. And then it's actually all, the other two pieces are going to run as perfectly perpendicular, so opposite. It's going to run up and down now instead of across like this one is. So you can see, and then obviously you want your curved circle side to flow perfectly with that bottom layer there, and then we're aligning with the top line. So the first two were aligned horizontally with this line. Now we're running vertical with this line. And then this is where adhesive is important. You can see right here, there's a score line there, and when you fold this back, that triangular area that I was talking about is right here. So you'll put a little bit of adhesive down, and let me just grab a little piece here real quick. And you don't have to have that entire triangular area entirely covered in adhesive, but you do want to have enough so that it is a nice permanent, so you can see there, I just added 2 little strips, and then it's really easy to just pull that liner off, and then I just fold down right there. So that's adhered. So then I'm going to actually do the same thing right here in this triangular spot, and it's always fun to do tedious things when you're filming. Bear with me for a second while I just get some of that adhesive down. So you can see, again, I've just placed 2 little strips of adhesive on here, and then fold that back down. So that side is done, and then I'm actually going to take my 4th and final piece, and it's going to be, I'm going to do the same thing where I just peel back, and then there's that little triangular area, add 2 little pieces of adhesive, push down, and then the last little triangle right here would require adhesive too. So it was just adhered down in 4 places, and then that's how you end up with your infinity die. And then what you would do is, it's a little stiff at first, but you would just start to bend along each of those creases, and you'll notice that it naturally wants to just kind of fold into itself, and it kind of helps you along as you're folding that. And then voila, there you have it. It's a very quick way of assembling that. And as our creative director and I were talking through this, so I did the design on this, but our creative director, she does a lot of the, she does all of the like card making and things like that. And so as she was playing around with it, we kind of brainstormed ways that it could be easier for customers to learn how to use this. And so that's how we came up with this little diagram. So I would encourage you to download that if you're having any trouble aligning it. And you can just print one off, and it's reusable as many times as you need it. And the most important thing though, and I'm just pulling this back on that I was making, it just needs to be as close to perfectly perpendicular as possible. But we've even made a few that are slightly off, and they actually still totally work. But yeah, as long as you're using that diagram, you'll keep these at a nice 90-degree perpendicular positioning, and you'll probably take a few more minutes the first few times you make these, but as we've been making them here at the office, they're kind of addictive, and you'll catch on so fast, and it'll be really easy before you know it. So I'm just going to bring on some samples again. This one I showed you earlier, kind of kind of sneaked it a little early in the video segment, but so there's that one, but then we have a few other ones. So this one, just simple happy, happy, happy stamped on the front, and then those candlesticks were used on the back side. And that's another thing. So like I told you, you could stamp your front and then confetti this stamp on the back sides of all the other ones. But as you familiarize yourself with how to use these dies, you'll start to think of other creative uses of what you can stamp on the back. So here, our designer, she actually put the candlesticks, and it reads kind of a fun abstract stripe design. So happy, happy, happy birthday, and then keep turning it to you, flip to the back side. These are white embossed on this teal cardstock, and then a talk bubble that just says celebrate repeated 3 times. So completely different stamped card, but exactly the same function. Okay, here's another one. This actually uses our Hey Girl dies and the Hi Hey Hello dies that are our free earned reward this month. And then it actually also took one of those half circle panels, and she used the lovely Lattice Turnabout. So I think this is super fun. So the stamp set that coordinates with this is birthday, but you can adapt other products to be used with these dies. So, oh hey, and then it opens up girl. And what you would do is just glue that down, and then you would cut that where that break is. So same thing on this hey up here. And then that usually brings in some of those flowers from the Hey Girl dies that that is also part of this release. And then just a really cute, I think you're wonderful, and then it just finishes out on the back there with some of that lovely Lattice Turnabout. I love this, and again, there's nothing like, there's no occasion specific reason to send this card, except for the fact that you just care about somebody and they, you think they might have fun receiving a card like that. Okay, here's one more birthday card. So this one opens up with, Make-A-Wish, which is utilizing that talk bubble, and then we've just hand cut out some of those candles and then use that confetti background. But how cute is that? Each one of these, even though they're like the same 4 turns of your infinity card, they all look and feel so different. So lots of different creative uses with these products. And then, as always, we try to make sure that you can use this stamp set outside of these endless birthday infinity cards. And so it's just a great stamp set to use with just a traditional 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card. And then this, we pulled in one of those little dies from our from the Tagalongs dies. So there you have it. We're really excited about this one. As we put this one out on Instagram, we were overwhelmed with the response. This one is going to be very popular, and I imagine that we will be bringing it back in the future as we do other samples and things, because it's just so fun. And as you know, at Concord 9th, we try to innovate as much as we can around different product ideas, and we're really, really excited about this one. So there you have it, the Endless Birthday Bundle. Hey everybody, here's our Everyday Purse Builder bundle, and this is a very special product bundle for us because it's our first ever product collaboration with Becky Roberts of Inking Idaho. And I'm actually going to have Becky do this segment of the video. She's filmed a video from her studio, and we're going to let her introduce this product. But before I turn the time over to Becky in this video, I just wanted to let you know, Becky and we have known each other for years, and we were at lunch a little while back, and she's done these fun purse tutorials for years, and she kind of mentioned like it would be fun if there was a die version of it. And so it's fun how those small conversations with a friend turn into a fun product bundle. So without further ado, I'm going to actually turn the time over in this video to Becky, and then after her segment, we'll cut back to us here at Concord 9th, and I'm going to show you a few samples that we've done using this Everyday Purse Builder bundle. Here's Becky.
Hi Stampers, it's Becky Roberts with Inking Idaho, and today I have a surprise to share with you that I am so excited about. For any of you who have followed me for any length of time, you know how much I love gorgeous gift packaging and beautiful presentation, especially in the form of a paper purse. Well, guess what? I've teamed up with Concord 9th to bring you a die and stamp set bundle so that you can create paper purses so much easier now. So this is called the Everyday Purse Bundle. And are you ready to see it? Look how cute that is. Look at all of those adorable pieces and parts to go on this little guy. Super cute. And look at the size. It's perfect for little gift cards and tiny, tiny gifts. I can't wait to share this with you. Let's get started. This, my stamping friends, is the Everyday Purse Bundle by Concord 9th and Inking Idaho. So together you have a 17-piece die set and a 10-piece stamp set. They're sold separately or together as a bundle, but of course you're going to need them all together so you can make adorable, adorable little purses like this. Let me go ahead and show you all the pieces and parts and how they come. So for the die, these are the parts that come on the die. So you need two of these, which is the actual body. This piece right here makes this little flap. And then there is a little tiny cutting piece inside of there that creates the little flap. If I can get this undone quick enough, that allows you to make that clasp on there. And then you have the tag. There's two tags and then the little strap that connects the tags. So that's what you can see here. You have jump rings and hardware if you choose to put your strap on like this, a little button hardware. This is a cute little embellishment. These are the corner leather reinforcers. We have a hay to go with the sentiments that are in the stamp set. This is the handle. You'll need two of those. This wraps up into a tassel, which I'll show you in just a minute. And this is the top detail on the purse, which is right here at the top. Might be able to see it easier on this side, this one right here. So you need two of those, one for the front and the back. So two bodies, two handles, and two purse details at the top. And then everything else is just optional as to how you want to decorate it. Then we have the stamp set. So in the stamp set, you have 10 stamps and they go with the two coordinating tags. So these are all the different varieties of the tags that you can make. I mean, seriously, this is just a few of them. You can get so creative. This is the tassel and how that folds up. So cute. You can make it out of paper, out of felt, anything that you wanted to make it out of. This is that adorable little detail. You can make double tags, single tags, a little bit of something for everybody. And then when it comes time to putting the purse together, here's a little diagram that shows you the basic purse and a stepped up purse. So the basic purse just has your detail on it. These are the two little original closures that I have on my PDF tutorial from my blog, but you can also do it with this little strap thing, which is so dang cute. So two handles, two reinforcers, two purses, and then just your little details that you want. If you want to go really stepped up, then you can put on the reinforcers, the straps, the jump rings, a cute tag, a double tag, and all the little accessories. Now for this one, if you want to have silver jump ring but leather detail, then you just layer one on top of the other. But this is how it comes, and then you just layer the strap on top of it. All right, let me show you a couple of finished purses. This is the one that I showed you in the intro. So you open it up, and it just has a little box on the inside. It's perfect for gift cards. It's small gifts, so little tiny cards. Super sweet. For those of you who are not so much into the 3D, but you still love it, it makes adorable cards. And we sized this so that it's 4¼ by 5½, perfectly fits right into an envelope. Super sweet. Here's a little fancy night out purse with some gold detail on it. This one has some embossing on it. Here's a little Valentine gift, or just for the red and pink lover. I put every little tag and detail possible on it because, you know, why not? You should see them all. This one has some embossing on it, and I closed this one with the two little self-adhesive Velcro pieces, and then put jewels on top of the little button detail. This one I'm using for just gift packaging. I'm leaving it open. I'm stuffing the gift inside of it. I put 2 tags on this one so they swing and you can see them. This has the silver jump rings but the same color detail, same color corners. And this has the Concord 9th background stamp on it, as does this one. This is the gingham background stamp. All right, and then we have this one to show you. Again, I decked it out with pretty much everything. Has a little detail on it. And now I'm going to open it and show you what's inside. I made a little memory book out of the pages, or of pages out of this one. So of course I'll have all those details on my blog so you can have the instructions. I just took some of my favorite Concord and 9th stamp sets and just filled the pages with fun things. I love that guy. And then put it together into a little memory in our new little everyday purse dies. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that you will make the cutest gifts for your friends. And keep in mind that if you're not into 3D, it makes absolutely adorable cards. Thanks, you guys. I'm so excited to share this with you, and I hope you really enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, so there you have it. We're so excited with how this turned out, and I can't believe how talented Becky Roberts is. Just looking at all those different ways that she's used this stamp and die bundle. She's super clever and super talented. So couldn't be more thrilled with how this turned out. So here's some of our samples for you. This one is a cute black and white striped purse, and the gold accent there on the top just makes it really pop, and then a little pink tassel. It's so cute. Here we have one that is kind of a fun monochromatic gray with some gold accents on there. And this actually uses the lovely Lattice Turnabout. That's part of our January 2020 product release, and it's a really fun scale. And like you saw in Becky's video, there's all sorts of stamps out there that you can use to create any kind of design on your purse body. And the turnabouts, if you have those in your craft collection, a lot of them are sized really nicely to work on this purse. Okay, and this one is just a corally, and this uses gingham background, and you can see this one utilizes that little clasp that can be used as a closure to keep that closed and keep any little candies or whatever you have in there from falling out. And then you did see how Becky made a purse shaped card in her video, and we've actually just created a little handbag card that you could slip a gift card into and then put it on actually just a traditional card base. And then we've actually thrown in our Hey Girl scripty girl die in there, and it's a super cute way to send a card with a little gift card in it. So there you have it. We're so excited about how this turned out, and excited to see the things that you can come up with using the Everyday Purse Builder Stamp and Die Bundle. Okay, so there you have it. That's our January 2020 release. Hope you liked some of the things you saw and that you're ready to add some of these new products to your craft room. Happy crafting!